Presidente, un momento magico.
Mr. Vince, Knives, Bobby Dry,
Grazie. Voi mi avete sempre detto, noi vogliamo vincere e abbiamo vinto. E abbiamo vinto tutti insieme. E adesso, domenica con la Fiorentina, tutti qua per la grande
It's
festa.
me, Kurt, doesn't the difference from the universe here.
Grazie Presidente.
Kia, Tusso Plan, Sky,
Magico.
così in genere, Politics, Daily, Skyat, Need, Music, Kia, Alternative di Gravis, anche stesso in strumento, e ottenendo su questa e lì, higher, it's non 44, 69, 21, so doesn't need to really Speaking of also the period in questa porta terza cosa rappresentano in breve piccolo poi che sono però cinesi così I'm sure trovare del mondo società metà sono cose fatte di più 100 Chinese better than that for me I did a nice new collaboration also for as the outlook and some really sense for you is just for soft for the some oggetto for the winter oggetto cold soon as also these cases classic adjective and as even the green statistic for me always a figure in a figure including inconvenience it really seems to in the first part of spring particular really since last day before and it was Friday and in the last 4 or 5 days see that rain is light southern atmosphere obviously we are in May and we are going into summer insomma it's easy for me for people okay in general for me was still not the sky also this in general but I don't know if I can see this in just like this it is wood not completely in fact I believe as I'm machine L'indirizzo finché potrebbero si quantizza e ripete di gesti fuori si stanno di fare attività di Gesù a te l'importo di atmosfera che non ci vedi questi bifuri di fa adesso si portano così se cortine sembra bene sentiamo se cortine in genere uscire così non must perfect si suppose e fa che sono date da ripetere stesso is sky middle the clouds alternate sun alternate the clouds and yes no calling quota read non si di più non si di my sensations considering questa trend che sta di think no later could be not totally most sure mostly cloudy and also that material may affect remote truly remote possibility but as I said no bisogna immaginare wizards so on this one switching and if it's clear so come scrivere tu very clear well bad verso mettere quadri bad well at the moment so this one medical win new cortina sono insomma tu insomma tu years fact non mi sente se mettiamo in code fra le tutto perfect love perfect se we have these cortini readings more than 2 years vabbè questo si più fantasticamente su questo ne bene also was better visible for me sentire I need shot at 70 million generation zeker tegen een studios, atvisibel ben die cortins en generalism, dus sinds ik is voor mij, het is met centreren shots, sinds ik is, het is van mij general shot. En finally, from a mediocre cure, an inject 614 APG, scratch 25. Also, sun is a case in the general shot. Even, ik zie me de bibel, voor we gaan ribert. En ze leggen dingen door. Sono buone sister, posso me surfen? Rosso skis. And finally, I hope you get breakfast. Today, it's late in general, so I think that's the medan play. Solo un pensiero così, slide late, fa come si vede in nurse, tipo in parte se si fa rifare con gli acci, mi sembra che si stitto questo sabe, fa come breakfast, finta e si fiumiet. Restarte di vita, a te finta, no? Per mettere effettuoso estri su svinket tego fa così ego sembrano tutti tre so sarà ci lo ripete cosa di carriera lit un po' meno siamo perhaps quello su slate it's just really obviously just really included non in 44 but the important thing is to see and set in some way also the first one with so I'm really young and as we also say e che fa si sono mosso absolutely. And as you know, in sweet and short festive biscuits, there are many beautiful combos with beautiful biscuits and seals. I think that best, if not the best, one of the best biscuits. The kind is a cookie, chocolate sponge, if not mistaken. It was also the favorite biscuit of Mr. Lynch. As regard the there are two things that in particular I would use and that is first one is about milk fat screenshot to link in the coffee busy. So squeak shock to focus on the from your short fragment video. Then I shot and within this also the fact that you guys are back to the second is in particular mega bomb. Second thing is about results fact if there are Conad the answers for me is our second place position better and because the first place position for me are the bam the answers fact also I Giulia commenderemo io because era really super bad also tomorrow I suppose if I don't die if I cannot till tomorrow to Lebanon I will see